Hello everybody, welcome back to Vampyr. Picking up where we left off, we're finally going to go to the second floor of this place, but one thing I wanted... What are these passages for? I got none of them anyway. One thing I wanted to check was if I could see... No, I wanted to see if I could see my upgrade trees, because like I have 2,000 experience. Also, I did look it up. You lose nothing basically when you die. The only thing that happens is that it respawns any enemies that you've killed. So I mean,
not now.
Okay, apparently we're not talking to Swansea now.
It's locked.
Because like I wasn't sure, and I'm still not, if I want to rest now and evolve and get stronger, or if I want to go back out and explore more. Because like, oh, I can investigate his actions now.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Okay. Anyway, let's go talk to him. Do I not have a... Okay, I do have a spring. Okay. Now, let's go see if we can get some more conversation out of him with that.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You should show respect for the dead. What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
Let's see. Oh, he still has one more hint that we can do. That guy still has 2 as well. These ones, man, there's so much. Anything else? Nope.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Chidana.
Okay. So find your office on the second floor and rest in bed until the next night. So that's what they want me to do. But obviously I don't want to do that until... Like, I would prefer not to do it anyway until absolutely necessary, you know? Doesn't look like anyone else has anything I can eavesdrop on.
It's safer here than anywhere else.
Okay, so we'll head back up and see, because I know that there was another set of stairs, so we can go up once more as well. A used hacksaw. Does 65 damage. I can obviously upgrade it. Absorb blood points when the weapon hits. Oh, that might be useful. Do I have what I need to upgrade it? I do not. That's not too much of a surprise. Patient Thomas Elwood, date of admission, notes the patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin. He says, examinations of the... Oh god. Cicaterized tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfigurement. Could it be a case of guilt to the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades. I mean, that's... Oh god, very possible. Okay, I was gonna say that's gotta be a new hint for him. Bottle of cheap gin in a small bottle. Maybe the bottle of cheap gin will... Dr. Tippett, Strickland, and Ackford, but yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be closed.
It's locked.
That's locked as well. Good god, a lot of locked stuff in this hospital. I mean, it's a hospital,
This
it
must
makes
be
sense.
the place. It's definitely away
hideout.
from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Yeah. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or econ as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee. I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. A human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleport or dematerialization. It is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I also notice that such speed seems to exhaust them and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture the target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Implant a false memory or erase a painful one, the possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them, inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications, it almost beggars belief. Oof, good god, that was a lot. 10 glass vials, well that's nice.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Okay, then give it water. I mean, is that something I can do? Look, water. No? Alright, well, can't say I didn't try. I'm just gonna get some more glass vials. Good god, I got a lot of glass vials. Unfortunately, I still don't have the other stuff. Should probably just be a chest. Aluminum powder and some money. Alright, well. Okay, so now, while I was reading that, Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and for the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there's an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Oh, good God, so much. Yours sincerely, Edgar Griffith, Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I've discovered about econ in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of you. Okay, so while I was reading that, there was a conversation going on downstairs. But it doesn't seem to have been something. That's got to be Swansea, right? But we do have one more floor that we can go up, so we'll do that, and then we'll go down and talk to the. Although, now that I'm looking at it, yeah. All right, well, I guess I can. So let's go talk to Dude. Now that we've read his medical file.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Right. So wait, if I do this then... I didn't know you could fail a hint. I didn't know that was a thing at all, and I also don't know how the autosave's working here, so I may have just, made it so I have to cut a large chunk of me getting back to where we were. But, I mean, hopefully not. I'm hoping that it didn't save after I failed it as well, because, I mean, that would suck. I don't like it when they do that. I don't like it when games make it so that you can fail something like that, or that easily. Like, okay, where are we? Okay, well, we're up in our room. The letter's missing off of there, so that's good. So now let's where is he? This guy? Really? And it did make me lose it. Are you fucking kidding me? What a dumb fucking... good God, game. Why must you be like... Like, why would you do that?
But the suffering continues.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Come on.
You know you can't...
My friend...
So I wonder, because when I came back, it let me go through all of the things again, but it still said that I failed. So I'm curious if... Alright. Try one more time. I have a feeling it's not going to work, just because it does still say failed, hint failed. I don't like that, and I am actually half tempted to restart the entire game and play back up to this point to do it properly. But I may as well check this first at least. And see if I
The daily routine.
can do it.
Good evening.
Evening.
Why...
I wasn't...
What?
Come on.
Beauty is not everything, Mr. Elwood.
Says Mr. Pretty Face.
Oh wow, that's alright.
Tell
I went...
Did you...
No.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, well, I do know how I feel about that. I think it's fucking stupid.
Good
E-
I think it is absolutely retarded that you can't try again on them or anything or that. Because, like, what was wrong with what I said? Nothing. Nothing at all. Why would that completely block out another hint? Like, I know we're a doctor and not a therapist, but what fucking shit therapists we are. It's like, oh, well, let's try this. Maybe it'll make him feel better. Oh, that didn't work. I guess we should just give up and never try to help this person again. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how fucking dumb is that? Like, that is just, in my opinion, absolutely stupid. Like, completely ridiculous. Makes no sense whatsoever. Like, none. It's fucking stupid, in my opinion. That you have one chance, apparently, to get a hint. And it's like, but why? Why would you only have one chance? You've been in here, right? Like, the whole point is that you're a doctor, and you're trying to help people. Okay, now there were guys to fight over here, right? Yeah, these guys. They're level 11 and 10. And we're only level 3. That wasn't bad. See, now I just don't know if I want to, like, because, like, I'm gonna finish at least exploring around this area, like the hospital area. Just because it seems like a okay, apparently there's a quest we can do this way. And that looks like something I can... Oh, it is already open. Dead guy there.
It's locked.
Yeah, but it's got a weird symbol on it. Why does it have, like, what is that symbol?
I cannot enter.
No, but we can get to the other side of that door. I know that much. Hey, quinine, whatever. That's the thing that we need for the fatigue.
It's locked.
Maybe we can actually make that then.
I cannot enter.
I still want to know what that symbol is, though, because that's not the locked symbol. Like, that's the annoying thing. Is he keeps saying it's locked, but that's not the symbol that means locked. Ow. Frick. Really? I just shot him in the face and he's like, yeah, I don't care, I'm gonna punch you. Like, really? There's no stagger effect from that? Fucking close range shotgun blast? And he's like, nah, who cares? Like, that's annoying, to say the least. Where the fuck did they put me? Way back here. That's weird. Yeah, they are back. Let's see, was that what I needed for it? Oh, I still need the sodium whatever.
Shit! You pay for that!
Will I? Well, I mean, I get, yeah, so even then, if you wanted to grind stuff, you could just find like a group that you could take out, like if you wanted to grind experience, because you don't get very much experience for killing people. But obviously, if you just want to die and respawn, if you don't lose any experience, all you need to do is just find a group, kill a bunch of them, and then respawn, and then die, respawn them, right? Do I have a... Where's my weapons? Apparently there's a cudgel somewhere around here, but I'm not... It says up somewhere? No, doesn't look like it. Because it's supposed to be more or less right where we are. Yeah, like somewhere around here. I'm not seeing it, so that must be something that shows up later. And then the other thing that's in this area is, yeah, right about here as well. There's supposed to be a letter or something, but I don't see it either. Weird. Well, odds are those are dickheads. Level 12. So not too bad, all things considered. Sodium hypochlorite solution. Hey, I think that's what we need. I think that is what we need. Let's go kill this, or cure this guy, not kill him. Yeah, boosh. Treatment for fatigue. And then in between this part and next part, I will decide whether or not I want to restart. If I restart, I am going to fucking like Google all of these, like everybody, before I like I'll bring up a page on them for their hints and whatnot. To make sure that I don't fuck up any hints again, because that's, like I said, that's just an absolutely ridiculous thing. It's you, right?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Alright.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
And now I'm going to assume that she's...
Goodbye.
Alright. Hey, and he's recovering. Awesome. So now, from what I know, I do believe that if we hadn't treated him and then slept, he either would have gotten worse and it would have progressed from fatigue to whatever the next stage of that is. I think pretty much everything has 3 stages to it. And then it would have required stronger medicine to fix, obviously. But yeah, it's let's see, is there anything? Oh, there is apparently a bunch of stuff up in this corner here, including a hideout. But I don't know if that's something we should do. So you know what? What I'll do, because odds are I'm going to restart this so that I can in fact get that. So what I want to do is go and rest so that we can evolve. That way I can see what level I get to. And if it would be worth it for me to run around a bit more before actually resting, you know? Alright. So I can increase my health here. So damage inflicted when using bite in combat. Increase your blood capacity. Increase your blood absorption when using bite. Carry more serums. Increase the number of bullets, but for some reason those are locked because I need level 5. Increase your regen when using bite in combat. Blood bearing coagulation, but I need level 4 for those. These require level 5. Level 8 required to upgrade Blood Spear. What about this? Level 6 required for that. Well, let's see. What does it take for me? It takes 300 experience to do these, eh? So that's actually not bad because I have quite a bit. Let's increase my bite damage first of all. Oh, and then I can actually increase it to level 2 already for 150. This one requires level 6, so you know what? Fuck it, I'll do that. And then I will also have 300. So fast regen, fast regen. I don't know how much I'm going to be using lightning comp. Oh, right, because I level up when I do it, so now I can actually get some of these other ones. Cause damage upon landing. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You will exit the shadows to re-attack or dodge while your stamina is empty. So then this will cause even more damage. Okay, so 40 damage. How much does this do? Cost, recovery. 190 blood damage, I guess. Costs 2,000 to upgrade that, though. Fucking hell. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. 2-second control. Absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. I don't know if I care too much about that. What do I need for that? 6. I think I'm tempted just to increase my health so I can take more damage. Oh, actually. Right, because now that I'm level 6, I can do that. More damage, there we go. So that got me all the way up to level 7, which is pretty fucking good. So we'll see what happens here. The following night. Cure with treatment for neuralgia. Alright. Every night the consequences of your decisions. Loretta Swansboro. Lost. What does that mean? Who the hell is Loretta Swansboro? Dorothy Crane. Oh, he also had fatigue. Right, I forgot that there was a second guy with fatigue. Yeah, who the hell was Loretta Swansboro? And what does lost mean? Does that mean like we have to find her? Or does that mean that like she died? I don't think that it would mean she died, but
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
alright. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Apparently nothing happens after you sleep for the first time, but I know that now that with the experience we got, we can level up quite a bit. Whether or not putting all of those points into bite damage is good or not, I don't know, but I will try to use that a bit more. But yeah, I'll probably restart so that we can get that hint, which means I'll have to look up what all the hints are for these people. But thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday on technically a new save.